Come on now, join with me, everybody sing. I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything, he's good in every way. Come on now, join with me, everybody sing. I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything, he's good in every way.
He is always there for us.
He's good in every way.
Pouring out his awesome love.
He's good in every way.
He fills us up with peace and joy.
He's good in every way.
He gives us all we need and more.
He's good in every way.
Come on now, join,
Come on now, join with me, everybody sing. I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything, he's good in every way.
He is always there for us.
He's good in every way.
Pouring out his awesome love.
He's good in every way.
He fills us up with peace and joy.
He's good in every way.
He gives us all we need and more.
He's good in every way.
Come on now, join with
Come
me.
on now, join with me, everybody sing. I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything, he's good in every way. Come on now, join with me, everybody sing.
Everybody sing.
I'm gonna lift my voice to glorify my King. He is a mighty God and worthy of our praise. We give him everything, he's good in every way. He's good in every way. He's good in every way.
Hello everyone, I'm so excited that you are joining us today. I could really use your help. Can you help me say the Bible verse? It's right here behind me. It says, "O Lord, our Lord, your majestic name fills the earth. Your glory is higher than the heavens." Isn't that a great Bible verse? Could you memorize it? I bet you could. All right, we are spending a few weeks finding out the answer to this question: who is God? Today we're going to discover that God is the creator. What's your favorite thing that God created? Did anybody say panda bears? That's my favorite thing. And what else? Oh, good. All right. Those are all amazing things that God made. Let's watch a video together with a lot of things that God made. Maybe you'll see your favorite thing too.
Hello, welcome to Thailand. We're taking a hot air balloon trip around the world to see some of God's amazing creations. When God made the world, He created everything, from land to water to plants and animals. Thailand is such an incredible place. It spans almost 200,000 square miles and has a lot of interesting animals. About 1/10 of every kind of animal in the world lives in Thailand. Can you believe that?
Look at those water buffaloes.
Awesome! They're called kwai in the Thai language. In English, they're called water buffalo because they like to spend most of their time in water. It's cool that God made these huge creatures to love the water. Let's go explore another country. Where do you think we are now? We're flying over a desert in India. God made all kinds of different climates, and deserts cover about 33% of land on Earth. Hey, check out those camels. God created camels with a super cool skill. They can drink about 40 gallons of water at once. They can store it up and go months without drinking for long journeys. That's how God made them able to survive in the desert. Next, we're going to someplace really cool. Literally. Whoa! Check out these snow-covered peaks here in Asia. Some peaks around the world are so high and so cold that they stay covered in snow year-round. Snow leopards like to live up here. They usually live up to 18,000 feet above sea level. God created them to have very thick fur to help them survive in crazy chilly temperatures. But we don't have thick fur. Let's go to someplace warmer. Here we are in Zambia. I see some giraffes down there. God sure was creative when he made the millions of animals around the world. Did you know God had a reason for making giraffes so tall? Giraffes are the tallest land animal in the world, which helps them keep a lookout for animals like lions. We've seen some big examples of God's creations from our balloon, but you don't have to have a hot air balloon to see what God has created. Just look around you. Your friends, family, and pets are also some of God's creations. The trees, flowers, and clouds in the sky are also created by God. Everything you see around you is a reminder of God's awesome gifts. Another way to see God's big creations is to look up at night. The stars you see are trillions of miles away. God's universe is huge. But God didn't just make the big stuff. He also made a very, very small world around us that we can't even see with our eyes. If you ever get the chance, you can see all of that through an amazing tool called a microscope. This is a plant underneath a microscope. We've all seen plants before, but have you seen these little moving things? They're called microorganisms. So tiny. You can see so many amazing things under a microscope that you couldn't see with just your eyes alone. See this leaf? So much activity going on. What do you think this is? It's a snowflake. From the big giraffes to the tiny microorganisms on leaves, God created all things, big and small, to show his glory. Wow, God.
Which part of the creation video was the most amazing to see? What can the big parts of creation show you about God? What about the small things? From big to small, God made it all. From the tallest mountain to the tiniest microorganism, God is the creator of our universe, including you. Let's join my friends, Miss Pam and Miss Michaela, for today's Bible lesson about God being the creator.
Hi boys and girls, I'm Miss Pam. I was with TNT Girls last year and I'm very excited to be with you tonight.
Hi, I'm Miss Michaela and I was with Cubbies last year and excited to see you all.
We are learning today that God is the creator. There was a man in the Bible named Job who was going through some really hard times. He wanted to ask God some questions about why things were so hard for him.
God's answer didn't really explain why Job was going through hard times, but it did show how awesome and amazing God is as a creator. Let's see what God showed Job about all that he made and why we can trust him.
I'm going to read some verses. After I finish reading each set of verses, you'll have 10 seconds to strike a pose that represents the creation I read. Use your creativity and any supplies you can find nearby. Here's the catch. You have to use at least one item from your home. I'm going to read Job 38, 8 through 11 about the sea. Who kept the sea inside its boundaries as it burst from the womb, and as I clothed it with clouds and wrapped it in thick darkness? For I locked it behind barred gates, limiting its shores. I said, this far and no farther will you come. Here your proud waves must stop.
All right, you have 10 seconds. Find something from home, maybe a water bottle or something like that that shows the ocean, and then strike a pose. Here are your 10 seconds. What did you find? Oceans are huge. If you took the tallest mountain, Mount Everest, and turned it upside down to put it in the ocean, it would still be far, far away from the bottom. Not only are the oceans huge, but we've only just begun to understand them. We've explored only 5 to 10% of the ocean, and scientists think there are thousands of species in the ocean that we don't even know about.
Now I'm going to read Job 38, 12 through 15 about daylight. Have you ever commanded the morning to appear and caused the dawn to rise in the east? Have you made daylight spread to the ends of the earth to bring an end to the night's wickedness? As the light approaches, the earth takes shape like clay pressed beneath a seal. It is robed in brilliant colors. The light disturbs the wicked and stops the arm that is raised in violence.
Here are your 10 seconds. Strike your pose and find something from home to represent daylight. Here's a fun fact. It takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the light from the sun to reach the earth.
Now I'm going to read Job 38, 31 through 33 about the stars. Can you direct the movement of the stars, binding the clusters of the Pleiades, or loosening the cords of Orion? Can you direct the sequence of the seasons, or guide the bear with her cubs across the heavens? Do you know the laws of the universe? Can you use them to regulate the earth?
Here are your 10 seconds. Find something from home and strike a pose. What was your pose? Were you flashing stars in the sky? Did you find a flashlight to show how stars might be looking in the sky? God created a lot of stars. Scientists estimate there are 1 septillion stars. That's a 1 with 24 zeros after it in the universe. And some scientists think that's probably a low guess.
Now I'm going to read Job 38, 34 through 38 about rain and lightning. Can you shout to the clouds and make it rain? Can you make lightning appear and cause it to strike as you direct? Who gives intuition to the heart and instinct to the mind? Who is wise enough to count all the clouds? Who can tilt the water jars of heaven when the parched ground is dry and the soil has hardened into clods?
Here are your 10 seconds to strike a pose about rain and lightning. Lightning is big and powerful. Most lightning strikes are 2 to 3 miles long and have 100 million volts of power. That's a lot.
Now I'm going to read Job 39, 19 through 21 about horses. Have you given the horse its strength or clothed its neck with a flowing mane? Did you give it the ability to leap like a locust? Its majestic snorting is terrifying. It paws the earth and rejoices in its strength when it charges out to battle.
Here are your 10 seconds to find something from home and strike a pose. Horses run fast, around 27 miles per hour on average. The fastest horse ever could run 55 miles per hour. That's really fast. And here's another surprising fact. Horses can't vomit.
Now I'm going to read Job 39, 26 through 28 about hawks and eagles. Is it your wisdom that makes the hawk soar and spread its wing toward the south? Is it at your command that the eagles rise to the heights to make its nest? It lives on the cliffs, making its home on a distant rocky crag.
10 seconds to strike a pose about hawks and eagles and find something from home. Were you flying around the room? Did you find a feather that maybe you found from a bird or something while you were hunting maybe? Eagles' wings are huge and heavy, so it takes a lot of energy to flap their wings. Instead, they catch air currents to soar and glide upon. One eagle was observed to flap her wings only 2 minutes total in a whole hour of flying.
God made all of these impressive, powerful things. What does that show you about God?
What's something God made that really impresses you?
What's one thing you could create if you could make anything?
God is the creator. He made our whole world and everything in it. Even the things people make are made out of things God created. No one but God can create something out of nothing.
You can use creativity as you figure out how to use household items in your own bodies to show what God made. You did an awesome job. But God's creation is more incredible than anything we could make or think of. After Job heard of all God had to say, he was amazed by God. He couldn't think of anything else to say to God because he was so amazed by how God created everything and cares for his creation.
We may not be able to create as well as God, but here's something amazing about the role God gave us when it comes to creation.
Now I'm going to read Psalm 8:3-8. When I look at the night sky and see the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars you set in place, what are mere mortals that you should think about them, human beings that you should care for them? Yet you made them only a little lower than God and crowned them with glory and honor. You gave them charge of everything you made, putting all things under their authority, the flocks and the herds and all the wild animals, the birds in the sky, the fish in the sea, and everything that swims the ocean currents. What does it mean to you that we're in charge of God's creation? God is the creator. He made you and me, and he wants to partner with us to take care of his creation.
What's one thing you can do to take care of God's creation? God is the creator, unmatched by anyone else. We can make things out of craft supplies or other things God made, but we can't make something out of nothing. What we can do is honor God's creation by taking good care of it.
Who made the heavens? Who made the earth? Who made the stars and gave us worth? God made the heavens. God made the earth. God made the stars and gave us worth. The heavens tell of the glory of God. The skies display the work of his hands. The heavens tell of the glory of God. The skies display the work of his hands. Who made the heavens? Who made the earth? Who made the stars and gave us worth? God made the heavens. God made the earth. God made the stars and gave us worth. The heavens tell of the glory of God. The skies display the work of his hands. The heavens tell of the glory of God. The skies display the work of his hands. The heavens tell of the glory of God. The skies display the work of his hands. The heavens tell of the glory of God. The skies display the work of his hands. The work of his hands. The work of his hands. The work of his hands.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Lynn, and I would like to show you what is in your take-home kit. and explain just a little bit about how you're going to use them. So find your paper, and we'll just go through the different parts of the kit. So one of the parts is called the DNA code. And you will, in your kit, you have 4 cards with letters on them. It will explain about what they mean, but you are to arrange the cards in all the different ways you can think of, and write them down on a piece of paper, and then see how many you come up with. So that is the object lesson part of it. The craft part is making constellations. And so you have muffin liners and black paper, and you're going to use your glue stick and put the black paper on the bottom. Then use the little cup, and there will be constellations that you can poke with your toothpick. So you can make a Big Dipper with your muffin liner. When you're done, you can use your flashlight and cover it and turn off all the lights and see if you can see the constellation on the wall or the ceiling. And you will be making constellations just like the ones named in Job this week. So that's the craft project. The Deeper Bible lesson is you will use your balloon, inflated balloon, and tissue paper. You can tear up the tissue paper, blow up the balloon, rub it on your clothes, and see what happens. Put the balloon close to the tissue paper and see what happens. And it will, in your take-home paper, it will explain what you are trying to do, what this represents. Then you will also have just an index card, and that's for the part, making a collage. You will draw a picture on that and then put them up on the wall and talk about them. Also, there is a plain piece of paper, hopefully one for each child, and you can make a paper airplane. So those are the things in the kit. Go ahead as a family and do which ones you want to do. If you would like, you can send your pictures. Take a picture of what you've made and send it to facebook.com groups IFALCOV Kids. That's our private Facebook page, and we would be excited to see what you're doing at home. So have a great week. Thank you.